Feels good to have a W in the column, and one player stepped up and showed out big time. We're gonna talk about it. C&T Talking Tigers, and let's enter into the Tiger Den.
This is C&T Talking Tigers, where talking Auburn football is what we do. Welcome to the Tigers.
Who are now watching the podcast, the C&T Talking Tigers here on YouTube. Of course, I'm Courtney Chandler. There is Tony Milford, and we appreciate you all so much for taking out this time of your busy schedule wherever you are watching us on this evening. We appreciate you for watching us on tonight. Listen, make sure that you follow us on Instagram. There you see on the banner below C&T Talking Tigers, and also make sure you subscribe to the channel C&T Talking Tigers on YouTube. Listen, we got a dub. So we in a good mood this week. Tony, how you feeling? We got a dub. It's against Louisiana Monroe. Still a dub. How you feel?
Well, it feels good. It always feels good. I mean, it's always great to be an Auburn Tiger, but it's even greater to be that Auburn Tiger after a win on the loveliest village on the plains. So, feeling great, feeling good. Wanna make a note. Auburn had its two longest drives of the season to go for touchdowns of 99 and 95, maybe 94, 95 yards. Just want to say that coincided with two little peoples attending their first Auburn games of their lives. So Auburn having their two longest drives of the season, along with their two first-time visitors to Jordan Hare. Hey, I think my kids were good luck. They got to meet Auburn. My daughter didn't really know who. I bought her a shirt that had Auburn on the front. She didn't really know who Auburn was because they were so used to just saying, they call Auburn War Eagle. They were so used to saying War Eagle, and she didn't have no eagle. So I had to explain Auburn. And she got to see Auburn at the game, and she was so excited. She said, Auburn, I have you on my shirt. She was so and my boy, they got to meet Auburn. They took a picture with cheerleaders. One of the players gave my boy his gloves. So my boy sent me a picture. He putting his up, he holding it up, he's got his AU gloves on. Man. And they gave him a towel, they gave him a towel, and they gave him gloves. So whoever the player was, I can't remember, they didn't give a name because they was with them. I think it might have been 4 or 46. Whoever that player was, man, I appreciate it so much. You made a little boy dream come true.
Whoever that was, we want you on the show. Whoever that was.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and check the messages next week. I'm gonna have that next week. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna have the number because I think the mom told me the number. I just can't remember, but I'm gonna get that. We shot him out, man. My kids, they went to Toomer's Corner. They threw some toilet paper. They did the swag. They did the swag surfing. They got to see the eagle. They did everything with Tiger Walk. So next year, I'm gonna have to take him to a game and make sure he get his Tiger Walk in. It's about the only thing he didn't get, man. They had a wonderful time. Auburn scored a lot of touchdowns. I wish we'd have scored even more, but it was wonderful. It was wonderful, man. My kids had a wonderful time. We got a win. They got to see the eagle fly. It was everything that those little 5-year-olds could have dreamed of. Especially my son. He had the time of his life. He wants to get like now. Earlier today he just wanted to watch videos of. I played the song "Swag Surfing." He wanted to see it at Auburn. He was like, "Daddy, put it on War Eagle swag." So he wants to see. He is locked in. He is locked in on Auburn. He is a lifelong Auburn Tiger. Or a War Eagle. He is War Eagle all the way through and through. But yeah, man, let's talk a little bit about that game, man. Well, 48-14. They scored a little more than they thought.
The score. I almost called the score right. I said 48-13. I was off by 1 point. Just want to make
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. I think I had it. I had it 56-10.
Yep.
I think I had 56-10. So defense once again on point. DJ Durkin
Yep.
and those guys, Charles Kelly, the outside linebacker, Coach Crime. Everybody on that defensive staff has earned every freaking penny. They're playing the right guys at the right time in the right spots in the right places. They putting them freshmen in. Shout out to Caleb Harris, Malik Blockton, and the main contributor, the main difference maker on that defense out of that superstar freshman class on the defensive side of the ball, one Chilton County's own, straight out of Clan, the Peach County, old
Yep.
DeMarcus Riddick. Man, that boy is making plays all over the field. He is a one. He is running from sideline to sideline. He's sticking and hitting anything that moves in the opposite color jersey. He had another sack and a couple of tackles for loss Saturday. We did sack those guys 3 times. Usual suspect Jalen McLeod had a sack. Just mentioned DeMarcus Riddick. QJT and Amari Sweet, they combined on another sack. We only gave up 9 first downs. Everybody knows me for the last couple of years. If you've been following this show, there's one stat that I harp on every week, and it goes both ways. And I preach and I harp on that and I preach on that every week. Third down conversions. Defense getting off the field, our offense staying on the field. This week, couldn't ask for more. Combined conversion downs, 3rd and 4th. La Monroe was 3 for 15. They converted one for every 5, basically. They were 2 for 12 on 3rd. They was 1 for 3 on 4th. On the opposite side of that, we were a miraculous and outstanding 12 for 17 on 3rd downs on Saturday. We went for it one time on 4th down. I think it was 4th and 10, maybe 4th and 7 or something like that. We went for it, 4th and 1. And we just gave it to John Twiggs.
Yeah.
We gave it to John
They couldn't
Twiggs.
stop it. They couldn't
They
stop
couldn't stop it. And he knew they couldn't stop it. So 4th and long, just give it to Quez. He'll get 10 yards. And he did. We went for it on one time, and we got it. We basically had our way with these guys. We more than doubled their total yardage. Defense held these guys at 218 yards, where we produced 507 yards worth of total offense. They had 154 passing, 64 rushing, where we had 300 in the air. We had over 200 on the ground. Can't ask for much more than that. We had the one turnover, the fumble we lost. No big deal. Another stat that I harp on weekly. If you've been following this show, you know I'm big on conversion downs, third down on offense and defense, and I'm also big on turnovers turnovers and penalties. I'm big on those. We only had the one turnover, no big deal, no harm, no foul. But we went through an entire game with 0 penalties.
That's impressive.
0 penalties. This is one of the least penalized football games in the history of modern college football. 2 penalties combined for both teams, and La Monroe committed both of them. Not very many games in the modern era of college football. We're talking like 1936 or something like that you've had a game with only 2 penalties, and we committed 0. So, love that, man. Peyton was 22 of 32. He was super deadly accurate, 69%. 5 touchdowns, count them 5 touchdowns, 5, count them again, 5 touchdowns. He was 7 for 27 running, no big deal, but he was highly efficient moving the ball through the air. Once again, Mr. Consistency himself, probably leading the SEC in receiving. KLS, one of the best 1-year seasons you'll ever see at Auburn.
Yeah, that's
Of
no,
course,
that's true.
of course, the GOAT, man, of course, the bar is super high because of the GOAT and his one season. That's in a category of its own. But shout out to KLS, man. 6 catches, 104 yards, and a touchdown. It puts him up to 760 yards on the season with 8 touchdowns, which, if I'm not mistaken, leads the SEC.
Yeah, him and Ryan Williams, they tied for top. So yeah.
Okay. So I wasn't wrong. Hey, not wrong. He just don't lead him by himself, but he's in the lead. Shout out to Malcolm Stimmers, another one of the frees for 6 catches, 63 yards, and a touchdown. But our main man had a hell of a day Saturday. The man who makes this thing go. Oh, Cam, CC8, the Cam himself. We have good Cam the man. Last time we had a Cam, that was this good or better. We know what happened, but yeah, he caught that one hander. That was beautiful. He ended up with 2 other. The boy had the hat trick, 3 touchdowns Saturday off 8 catches and 100 yards. Man, hey, that's what we signed up for. That's what we brought him in for. Performances like Saturday. Like you can't state enough how big the passing game was on Saturday. Shout out to Peyton Thorne, who's now sitting on 18 touchdowns and only 7 interceptions. The way the season started out, we thought he would have had 84 interceptions by now, but he's really done a good job. He's cut them down, and he's playing really good, really good solid ball. We treated La Monroe like we should have. La Monroe is a good team. Excuse me, they are right there on the borderline of going to a bowl game. So they weren't Alabama A&M, but they weren't they weren't chopped liver, but they weren't Kobe beef steak either. So Quez. Speaking of Quez, Quez is right now sitting at 6th all time rushing on Auburn history and not far off from the 5th spot. And if he has a really good last, 2 regular season games and 3 possibly if we make a bowl game, he could finish as high as maybe 4th. He could pass. He could be, somewhere between 3 and 4. But he should creep into the top 5. He's going to finish at the top 5 running back all time in Auburn history. Excuse me, Jesus. But that's even more impressive because he's never really got the full workload as other Auburn backs have. He's our first 1,000-yard rusher since Tank Bisbee in 21. But like I said, Jarquez Hunter, and for his time at Auburn, for him to be creeping up into the top 5 and to this date still been criminally underused and never really got the full workload that he deserved. Even this season, the man still has only had 2 games of 20 or more carries, and these were his first 20 or more carry games in his career at Auburn. So the fact that he's where he is with what he's been presented with the workload that he's had is truly remarkable. So we probably could have got a lot more out of that young man than we did. So hats off to Jarquez Hunter, one of the best running backs to come through Auburn, and could have been even better had we utilized him even more. So that just goes into shows you the untapped potential that he still has to going into the NFL. But like I said, he's been nothing but marvelous for us. 14 for 102 Saturday. He was basically getting 7, 8, 9 yards and 10 yards or more if we needed it. Whatever he wanted, he could have got. Shout out to Damari. He 5 carries, 30 yards, and another touchdown. He ran strong. Jeremiah Cobb, 7 for 30. We ran the ball pretty good. We ran the ball pretty good. We threw it really well. We really did what we wanted to do on offense. That was easy peasy. Yeah. But one thing I do want to mention before I go to the defensive side of the ball and give them some shout out to Ian Bashan, our kicker, our walk-on, whoever our special teams coach is, our kicking coordinator, whoever that guy is, he does an awesome job because Towns did struggle. Towns had his struggles this year, about 50%.
Towns is good for a kickoff. He
Hey,
good for
hey,
kickoff.
Towns handling them kickoffs. Our guy McPherson, he's hurt right now. That's okay. He's down and out. That's okay because Ian Vashon came in, made all of his extra points, made both of his field goals. Can't ask for much more. Auburn is kicker you, if you ask me. There's no better place to be a kicker or a guard. Because, man, Auburn is making it happen at the kicking position. So that young man did his thing Saturday. Hopefully he continues. Shout out my boy W2 finally got in the game. W Square. My boy Walker White, baby. My boy Walker White and changed that number to 9. 9 got in there. He threw it a few times, 2 times for 5, 2 for 5, 18 yards. But
He'll take it.
you saw the legs, the 4 carries for 18 yards was, it was good to see. It was impressive. The boys got a rocket for an arm. It was good to get him in there, get him some live bullets. That's only gonna help him moving forward, especially going into the spring where he's basically gonna be the starter. We're looking at Walker White to be the starter. If Walker White doesn't come out the spring as a starter, we're in trouble. I think.
Or if we get a transfer QB. But
Now the only way Walker White shouldn't come out of the spring as the starter is if we got a transfer quarterback before then. But as barring a transfer portal quarterback before the spring, there's no reason why Walker White should come out as our starter. Holden, Hank, you guys are good. You done your thing. You bid your budget. You stayed true. You gave it all you had. But it's Walker's time now. And the only reason why Walker White don't start is we get a quarterback at the portal that nobody really saw coming. So outside of something you just can't turn down that quarterback, I'm looking forward to Walker White growing with the Freeze 4 and taking us in this offense to newer heights, man. I'm looking forward. Like I said, everything was all peaches and cream on Saturday. We threw it how we wanted to throw it. We ran it how we wanted to run it. We stopped the run. We stopped the pass. We got them off the field. We stayed on the field. We made our field goals. We converted on third down. We converted our runs. We converted our passes. Everything was lovely. My kids had a great time. I can't complain about Saturday at all.
No complaints here either, my brother. No complaints here. Ditto everything you just said. Shout out to the offense. No turnovers. Well, besides the one fumble, but we'll get over that. Cam Coleman, man. What we've been talking about all off season, and we saw it. We saw what a special talent. I thought about it. I was like, for Deuce Knight to be there, Deuce. Yes. That's why you stay. That's why you stay. That's why you don't go to Ole Miss. Deuce Knight is Cam Coleman right there. And for recruits that's still on the fence, that's why you still hang around. So I'm happy he had his breakout game. As you said, KLNS still is on fire. Jaquez finally cracked that 1,000 yards, which I'm happy for him. He deserves that. He's been running hard all 4 seasons he's been with Auburn, so he deserves to have a 1,000-yard season. And we can't say enough about the defense. I mean, they just been incredible all season. Even when we didn't see Keldrick Faulk get like a sack, the defense still was just incredible. That just show you the depth and the talent we have on defense all across the board. So shout out to Durkin, Chad Kelly, all those who work on the defense side of the football. And Ian Vashon, God bless you, sir. I hate Birmingham Southern had to close for you to come, but I'm happy that you are with Auburn. I'm happy that you. I'm happy you with Auburn.
We should have let you kick early because Towns cost us. He really did cost us that Oklahoma game. Him and Peyton Thorne didn't help. But man, you gotta have a quarterback and you better ask Alabama. You gotta have a kicker.
You gotta have a kicker. So
we usually do pretty good on keeping the kicker on deck.
Yeah. Yeah. So y'all, hey, Hugh Freeze, keep that same rotation. Have Towns do the kickoffs. Have Ian kick the field goals.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
happy
right.
with that.
Keep the Magoo family happy up there in Auburn.
Yeah.
Let Town kick that ball off. Right now, he got some work to do. Shout out to my
Yeah.
boy Brian Egan. Easy got the one-on-one kicking academy down there in Texas. Hey, Towns, if you need to go down there, I can get Easy on the phone. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
You need to go
Hey,
ahead and call
if you
him.
don't believe in Brian Egan, one-on-one kicking, you better ask the Dallas Cowboys about Brandon Aubrey. Because he came through he came through Brian Egan camp through one-on-one kicking, and he might just be the best kicker in football in all of football right now. So
That
shout out to
that's
Easy.
the only thing
Brian Egan
that's the
one-on-one
only
down
thing
there in
that's working
Texas.
for Dallas.
And I'm
That's the only
telling you.
thing working
But
right now.
all right, well, hey, all right, you gotta keep repeating yourself, sir. Let's,
Uh,
let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on.
let's look at the comments. Bubba the old man said can't hop on the work at work, but hope Coleman builds on this moving forward and accelerates his development. We have to give him more opportunities to make his impact. I agree. Got to keep try to feed him the ball. Robert Smith, man, welcome back. How did Junior enjoy the ULM Monroe game? He enjoyed it. Of
Man,
course, he had
he
a
had the
blast.
time of his life, man. He had the time of his life, man. He got him a pair of gloves. He got him a towel. He got to meet Aubrey. He went to Toomer's Corner. He swag surfed. He saw the eagle. He lived the best life a 5-year-old could live on Saturday.
He had a true Auburn football experience, and I love it.
He really
I
did. He really did.
love that. He also said it's a high school. Now show me something today. Hey, we're
True,
gonna get into the Texas
true,
A&M game.
true,
A&M game. We're about to
true.
get into that just a second. We're about to get into that in a second. He said, and then he also said Walker White is at least another year off from being ready. I
No,
don't know. I don't.
maybe another spring.
I think
Like I
he
said, if
might
we
be.
get somebody in the portal, I'm all for it. But if we don't, I'm all behind Walker White.
Yeah, you got to roll with him because you ain't gonna put Deuce Knight. You ain't gonna put no true freshman out there.
Yeah, he definitely not
So,
gonna put this.
yeah, I think they're gonna get a quarter QB and then Walker White gonna be next up, then Deuce Knight. But that's just me. It
Yeah.
could go another way though. And then Ron Eagle, what's up, man? Good to see you back in here. War Eagle guys, it feels good to finally celebrate a win on the field. But we have a lot of big time recruits coming to this game, so we need to come out with a big time win. All right, let's get into it. We play Texas A&M on this Saturday, I think it's 6:30 p.m. ESPN. We are at home. Texas A&M is coming into Jordan Hare with a 8-2 record, number 15 in the country, and they are still in contention to go into the SEC championship game and possibly the college football playoffs. So Auburn is trying to ruin all those hopes and also be trying to continue to get bowl eligible. So, Tony, what we need to do to make the big, big, big upset this weekend?
All right. So what we got to do is follow the proven formula. Stop the run.
Mm-hmm.
Get them off the field on third down. We have and opposite of that, we have to be able to run the ball and run the ball effectively. And we have to stay on the field on third downs as opposed to getting off the field on third downs. Texas A&M is stacked and talented on the defensive line. My God, they got boys at the wazoo on that defensive line. They got some talent. That transfer they got from maybe Purdue, that Nick Skirt, man, that boy bad. Them boys get down there in Texas A&M. They play some good defense. They season really took off and turned around when what's his name? Connor or is it Casey? I think it's Connor, the quarterback.
Connor
Yeah.
Whitman. Connor
Connor
Whitman.
went down and Marcel Reed came in. But they're a whole different animal now.
Mm-hmm.
Marcel Reed, He's not the greatest passer in the world, but he gets it done. He completes almost 60% of his passes, which is a little low for college football. But he's got 9 touchdowns to only 2 picks, which is very good. But one thing that they do well on the offensive side of the ball is they run it, and they run it well. They average about 31 and a half, basically 32 points, 31, 32 points a game, only giving up about 19, 18. They average about 400, a little over 400 yards a game, 200 in the air, 212 on the ground. That's big. They average 212 on the ground. That's big.
Balanced offense.
Yeah, real balance. They do a little bit of passing, but they do a whole lot of running. So they're gonna want to feed that thing. They're gonna want to give it to them. They're like 44.5% on third downs. As opposed to us, we're really similar. They average like 31, 30, 32 points a game. We average about 28 points a game. We both give up about 19 points a game. They average about 412. We average like 428. We do about 256 in the air and 172 on the ground. So we're really, we're similar. We might throw it a little bit better, just a little bit better, and they might run it a little bit better or a little bit more. Really about the same. They're about 44.5% on third down. We 43% on third down. Their defense, 20 sacks and 11 picks. Our defense, 28 sacks, 6 picks. We're very similar. So just looking at the numbers, just going off raw numbers, we're not far off from this. We're not far off statistically from an 8-2 ball club. We're not far off from being exactly what Texas A&M is. We don't throw. If we don't throw the ball away against Cal, that's a win. We don't throw the ball away against Arkansas, that's a win. We don't throw the ball away against Oklahoma, that's a win. We make the field goal and don't turn the ball over against Missouri, that's a win. We're right there on the cusp of being where everyone thinks we should be and where everyone else is. We can. There's no reason we couldn't be 8-2. There's no reason we couldn't be 7-3, 9-1. There's no reason.
We would have ran the ball. We would
run the ball a little more, man. Every week when I came in here and called out every week when I was coming here and called out stats, I would say Jarquez could have used 10 more carries. Jarquez could have used 15 more carries. Jarquez could have used 12 more carries. DeMario could have used 5 more carries. Jeremiah Cobb could have got 3-4 more carries. So that's where I'm at with that. We have to run the ball, man, because Marcel Reed has about 375 yards on the ground and 6 touchdowns. Moss averages 85 yards per game. He has about 850-something yards and 10 touchdowns. Daniels has about 550 yards and 7 touchdowns. They are going to run the ball. They want to run the ball with their running backs and with their quarterback. We have to be ready to man up and mop that run. We're going to make you pass because we have to make them pass because they have no other choice because the run game ain't working. You want to run, we want you to run so we can stop it and shut it down. So hopefully we can shut the run down. As long as we can contain the run, DeMarcus Riddick and those guys can do a good job of containing the edge and keeping Marcel Reed at bay. You already know what I'm going to say. You already know what I'm going to say. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, what else I'm going to say other than a win on the plains at night on TV with the crowd going wild? Peyton throwing that, turning it over, turn around and had that thing out the quiz. Right there. Give it the quiz. If we give it the quiz, man, 20 or more times, we should win. We give it the quiz 20 or more times. If we stay committed to the run and we give them what they're looking for. Peyton Thorne keeps playing controlled football, not turning it over. There's no reason we shouldn't come out of this game Saturday 27-24 Auburn.
Ooh.
No, that's too many points. That might be too many points. That might be too many points.
Ooh, 27-20. Oh, okay. All right.
Let me
Yeah.
let me bag that down. Let me bag that down. I'm gonna say 24-20. 24-20, Auburn. 24-20. I like that. Because I don't know where we're gonna get all them points from. 24-20, Auburn. Saturday night on the plains, ESPN, ABC, whichever one the game on. Live and in living color, baby. We gonna be there. Be there, be square. And if you be square, that's your problem. I ain't got nothing to be. I ain't gonna be there. Cause we gonna be there. And we're gonna get this win. And we're gonna be going into the Iron Bowl, needing one win to be bowl eligible.
One win.
Let's go. 24-20. Auburn with the win. Hey, A&M got a good kicker too. Don't. A&M got good kicker. So we can't count on them missing kicks. So we can't be out there missing kicks. Hey, Ian Vashon, go out there and do your thing, baby. Just kick it between their rights, baby. Keep kicking.
Sweet.
I believe in Auburn. Quinn's gonna get that thing down pat. Cause man, like I said, we only ran between the backs, all three of the backs, we had a combined 26 carries. Quinn need to have down to 26 by itself.
Yeah. Facts.
He need to have down 26 by itself. Because if we do that, I know what KLS gonna give me. I know KLS coming. Cam's starting to come out his shell. So hey, let's make it work, baby. Let's go. 24-20 Auburn on the plains. I love it. I'm with it. Let's go. What you think, Courtney?
Gotta run the ball.
Y'all.
No. It's gonna be good. They gotta run the ball. We gotta prevent turnover. Part. I don't know if you mentioned this. I hear you mention this. Penalties. We gotta avoid penalties in this game. Because that could definitely dictate the outcome. And I want to see them. I want to see good third down conversions, not like how we had with Vandy. We only had, I think 2. So we need to at least have good third down conversions. If we can do them 3 things, we can run the ball, we can avoid getting penalized and turnovers, and convert on third down. It's a dub. I'm picked Auburn to win this game at the beginning of the season. I'm gonna stick with my pick. I've been trying to avoid watching previews about this game. I am nervous because this game, Texas A&M ain't no joke. But I'm feeling confident about my team. I'm gonna say you saying 24-20. I'm gonna say 20-17. I'm gonna say 2017. 2017.
Yeah. That's all right. Because one thing about it, Jimbo did not leave a bare cover.
Oh no,
he did not leave a bare cover, boy. And Mike Elko can coach.
You can get him that.
Yeah, he can, man. So we're gonna have our hands full because the coaching staff is pretty good, and they got the X's and O's and the Jimmy and Joes. They all match down there in College Station. They got it all. But so do we. So we just gotta show it. We gotta come out there and flex our muscles. And Auburn just gotta be Auburn, man. We just gotta play all the ball.
I think the crowd gonna really be into it. Considering how we won last week. I think the crowd gonna really show up and show out this game. And it's a night game too. And Auburn hasn't lost a night game all season long. So I like our
man, we always do pretty good. The crowd's always pretty good, pretty strong at night on the plains. The crowd is always gonna be strong on the plains no matter what. If it's a big game at 11 o'clock, we're gonna be there. If it's a big game at 2:30, we're gonna be there. If it's a big game at 6:30, we're gonna be there. If it's a big game at 7 o'clock, we are going to be there.
Yeah.
Man, I go to how's y'all?
Nah, I have family in town. You good? I agree.
This man got paranormal activity going on over there. I'm finna get off this podcast.
I have family in town for the holidays. next
Something
week.
strange in the neighborhood. Who you gonna call?
You call Ghostbusters this way, you gonna get some West oil.
That man got ghost over there, boy. That man need to,
Whatever.
hey, we need some holy water over there. We need to pray. Somebody put some of that little oil on their forehead over there quickly. Oh,
Man, let me look at
Jesus.
this comment here. Run Eagle said we need to win the field position in this game. The last two games we lost. The other team punters are putting us on the 1 yard line, and that's a death trap for our offense.
Yeah, man. Ron, you made a good point, but we have not had good starting field position all season long.
Mm-mm.
We are always starting on the wrong side of the 35 and 40. We have been pinned deep more times than not this season. That's an issue also for our offense that we're letting other teams drive so far up the field that when they punt to us, they are pinning us inside the 20, inside the 10, constantly. So Ron is right. We have to stop offenses further along earlier in the process in order for us to get better field position on the offensive end. You know what I'm saying? One hand washes the other. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Defense, if the defense is stopping these guys and getting off the field on third down, that'll put the offense in a better position to sustain drives and not have to go as far. And that'll help us also on third downs because maybe third downs aren't so long and so many, you know what I mean? Because we won't have to go so far. But that was a good point, Ron. Excellent point, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We do need to have good field position. Again, I'm gonna stress this: penalties, penalties, penalties. You got to avoid
Yes,
penalties.
got to stay penalty free. We've been doing a lot better job this year than we were last year. I think in probably more than half of the games we've had 6 or less penalties, 5 or less penalties.
Yeah,
We've done a good job of trying to be, less penalized than we were before. So shout out to all the coaches and the players for being disciplined and whatever measures and approaches we taken to the penalty situation this year. It has been vastly improved. Hadn't had a lot of pre-snap penalties, offsides, false starts, stuff like that. Not a lot of holding. The offensive line, we haven't been calling people's name like we did last year and the year before. So the improvements are there. So like you say, if we can convert, like I always say, if we can convert on third downs and keep them from converting on third down, not turn the ball over and run the ball, we should. That sounds like a formula for a victory on the playing Saturday night.
yep. So we both calling it a dub. Both calling it a dub this weekend in Auburn. Tony saying 24-20. I'm saying 2017. So hey, give us your score predictions there in the comments tonight and hey, leading up to the game. But hey, we both calling it a dub, a dub, a dub this weekend. That's all we got for tonight.
Man, let me before we get out of here, let's touch on one more thing.
Go ahead.
The recruiting is still the recruiters are still recruiting, baby.
They are.
We still flipping them. We just flipped one from USC. The cornerback. I think we now we did lose a lineman. The boy from down there in I think the boy what's his name? I can't remember. The offensive line. We lost the offensive line and I think we might be losing him to Mississippi State. But that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna replace that. We still got quality depth, we still got quality class, and we're not done yet. You know what I'm saying? We still look Naheem offered. We still on you, boy. We ain't off of you yet. We still on you. We still want you. Eric Smith got a twin brother. I think his name Derek. Finna bring him into the fold. You know what I mean? So not only do we treat you like family, we recruit your family too. And you better ask them, hey, the Smith boys, the Falk brothers, we'll get you in there. If your brother can play, we want him. Malik Autry, Aldridge, Blockton. If you can play, if your brother can play, we want you. But we had Kenneth Carter, then we had turned around and had Marlon Davis. If your brother can play, we want you.
We want you.
And Malik Blockton them got a brother. And Malik Blockton them got a little younger brother. So we're gonna treat Malik Blockton real good. And hopefully we get his younger brother too. I ain't forgot about him. He young. We got a way to go, but when the time comes, send him to the plains.
Come on this way, bro. You know what home is. You know what home is.
Facts.
Yeah. Ron said, given the upset 31-30, our defense will get 2 turnovers. Okay, I like it. 2 turnovers.
I like the 2 turnovers. I like the win. I don't like all them points though, Ron.
Yeah, I don't know about the score, but I like I like the 2 turnovers.
I like everything. I like everything. Yeah.
Yeah. And talking about recruiting, we are currently still number 5 according to 247 in the 2025 class. So we still in a good shape. We got 2 5-stars. Well, probably 3 because they not making Deuce Knight a 5-star, but Circus are making him.
I think on 3 just made him a 5-star. Oh
yeah. I know on 3 did. So we probably got 3 5-stars.
I think on 3 and Rivals made him a 5-star.
Yeah.
I don't know about 24/7 ESPN.
24/7 got him 24/7 got him as a 4-star, but they got him a high score. He's 95. They got a 95 score right now. So
they'll probably end up bumping him for too long.
Yeah. So 3 5-stars and a bunch of stars, which is great. Yeah, we good. We looking good in recruiting, so that's always a good thing. Yeah. Man, anything else before we wrap this up? We appreciate y'all. Oh, shout out to Sports E Media for our partnership with them. We shout out to them for allowing for us to partner with them. I forgot to do that at the beginning of the show, but hey, thanks to Sports E Media.
Facts. We love those guys.
Yes, sir. Well, hey, we'll be back next week. Hopefully, we'll be thankful for a win, and we'll be grateful and thankful going into the Iron Bowl next weekend with this Texas A&M win. But until then, we'll see y'all next week. Remember to continue to follow, continue to share this episode, and subscribe. We are doing well. We almost at 300. So we trying to crack that mark. So continue to follow us.
We ain't greedy, y'all. We ain't talking about 1,000 or 10,000 or million. We just want 300. You know what I'm saying? We just want 300.
That's 300.
We want 300. That's all. We just, hey, we happy. We ain't greedy. We loving it. We love it. We love what we do, and we love what we talk about, and we love the people that follow us and support us and comment every week. Man, we appreciate y'all. Y'all just don't know. We would probably be in here talking to ourselves, even if y'all didn't come, but it makes us feel so much better that we know that, we got people that comment, that watch, that have notifications, that know that we're here. So we really appreciate y'all, man. We just 2 little small nobodies, and y'all guys support us and listen to us, and we couldn't appreciate you more.
There's some nobody's trying to tell everybody about Auburn football.
That's somebody. They can say anybody.
On the church.
Say on the streets at night. That's my house. That's my home. Ain't got nowhere else I can go. But anyway, hey, prayer's always needed, man. Hey, pray first. That's what that thing right there say. That thing said, pray first. Before you do anything else, just pray first, man. No matter what it is, what you're going through, what you're doing, no matter good, bad, or in between, just pray first. And then after that, let it fall where it may. So once again, as always, thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Good night. And we'll end it as we always do. Whoa. Eagles.
We'll see y'all.